Hi, one Best BR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. Sitting next to me is Mike Brenner. This is our daily NBA show for Friday, November 6th.
Thank God it's Friday, Pete.
Yeah, we both had a loss yesterday, but look, no way of sugarcoating it.
That's right.
It happens.
Right.
Just one game. On to the Friday card. We got 10 games, right? Now, I looked over the overnights. I did make small bets on a few lines, but I think for the purpose, like as I've said many times, I care way more about the picks that I give in videos publicly than I do about the games I actually bet on.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
I can relate to that 100%.
Like, I'll throw a few dollars on something. If it loses, I don't care. But if we're in a video that's going to go public,
yeah,
I'm like, it's like I'm all in. So
Absolutely.
I think unless something changes over the course of this show, that I'm going to pass for an official pick.
Okay.
But I'll tell you my leans. And,
that.
one thing that's interesting is Golden State. You know, they're a 17. Well, on the overnight, they were a 17-point favorite. Now they're 17.5-point favorite. They can do and at times will cover those kinds of spreads, right?
One of the only teams, I think,
Yes.
in the NBA
yes.
that can cover a spread that big. And this morning when I saw that line, my eyes got so big but then again, I thought of Golden State. That is the team that can cover it.
And I'll be honest, I'm not going to make an official pick in this video, but I did bet minus 17 a little bit on the opening line.
Yeah, I like that. That.
So I'm not going to make it official.
I just think Golden State is playing such good ball that I'm in no position at all to doubt them. So
then the other big line is I have SBR odds here on a tablet. Philadelphia and Cleveland, right? That's another one. I bet Philly plus 15 on the overnight line. Now I'm seeing it's 13.5, which makes me, I guess, a little bit happy. Although I've beaten the line moves on all my losing picks this year.
That's interesting because I did a video earlier today about that game, and I spoke exactly what you said. Cleveland scares me on a big line, and if it was anybody else but Philadelphia, I probably would have jumped on it. But I think you're on the right side if you took Philly plus the points.
Plus the points, right. They have young guys.
Yes.
And Cleveland's just not, Cleveland will probably get a dominating win, but 15's a lot, and they're not really beating teams by that kind of margin.
They're not, and they haven't for years.
Right. Again, am I going to make Cleveland plus 13.5 an official pick? No. I am not.
No, but the 15, yes.
Yes. What else am I thinking about? Again, not an official pick, but I did make a small bet on the over in Atlanta, New Orleans. New Orleans has they have an offense that should be very productive if they could hit shots.
Yes.
Are they going to start hitting shots at some point? I don't know. We'll see. But as far as the pace is concerned, and then Atlanta, we know that they, with the system that they play, can sometimes be amenable to. If they start hitting their threes, you'll have a score in the 240s. So over 205. What do you think about that?
Well, again, like you said, if I had to do a lean, it probably would be the over because I think personally, New Orleans just doesn't play any defense right now, so that might be advantageous to the over. But then again, I'm not Totals Loshak.
Yes, so. I am Totals Loshak. And what am I going to do? All right, I did bet it on the overnight line, but for the purposes of our official rec keeping these videos, I'm going to pass on it. But it is something I like, and maybe I'll kick it over to you. One thing that's interesting, Miami, Indiana, that's taken a big jump down. It was 197, now it's 194.
I saw that.
Indiana's trying to play more high pace this year, aren't they?
I read an article yesterday. Coach Vogel said that we're trying to pick up the pace. Yeah. When I think of the Pacers of the past 5 years, it's a slow down, kind of boring team, but now they're picking it up and running. So
you know what? It's going down. Yeah. Right now it's 194. I'm thinking of maybe making the over 194 an official pick. What do you think about that?
I wouldn't hesitate to do that. I'd probably jump right on your back on that one.
All right, I'll do it. I will give one official pick in this video. Over, and only because the line has moved. We see this all the time. Like even the Minnesota line, that was a loser for me, but it was, on the overnight it was 197. When we did the video, 195, closed back up at 197.
Yep.
This Miami line, right now as we sit here, it's 194. That's going to be up at like 196 by close.
Wouldn't doubt that a bit.
All right, I'll make that an official pick. Indiana, Miami, over 194 is an official pick. Mike Brenner, what do you want to bring up with us today?
Okay, well, there's one interesting game that I like, Pete. The Lakers and the Nets are combined 0-9. Not one of them's got a win. Right. So, and actually, wait a minute, I just read an update. There is no line. The game has been canceled due to lack of interest. Timeout, I'm just kidding there. But by default, one of these teams, Pete's got to walk away with a W.
Yes.
I personally am a just absolute huge advocate of Kobe Bryant stepping down right now and saying, it's over, I'm done, and walking away. He's averaging 15 points a game, but he's shooting 31%, Pete. Do you think, I had a question for you, do you think he still has ability to step away from his ego and be a leader and start coaching these younger guys and teaching them?
Oh, hell no.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so you're on the same page as me with Kobe. Yeah. But I don't know. And again, this line was interesting. It opened at -3, Nets being the favorite. I don't know how anybody could be favored in this game, but it's jumped up to 3.5. Total was 198, and if I'm correct, is it at 196.5 right now?
Wait, Lakers, Brooklyn?
Yes.
Lakers, Brooklyn. 207.
207.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Unless SBR odds is wrong.
Okay, yeah, no,
One of us is wrong.
Okay, and it's probably my notes that are wrong on
Yeah.
that one. But yeah, I just thought that was an interesting game. And I mean, Joe Johnson, the guy that took the huge contract for the Nets, he has had a horrible, horrible start to the season. Of course, they unloaded a lot of talent around him, so he doesn't have a lot of incentive. But that's what gets me today with these overpaid athletes. You know, they take the money and run, and instead of having that Peyton Manning mentality of let's teach these guys. So this is a game I just wanted to talk about because just how ridiculous both of these.
So you're
teams
not giving
look.
a pick on this?
Not giving a pick on that one.
See, I would lean towards the Lakers right now, getting 3.5. You know, they're sometimes on the road in the NBA when you're absolutely having a crappy season and you go on the road, you can sort of like put it out of your mind.
Yeah.
I've been reading that they're happy to be going on the road here. 3.5, I would take the Lakers.
Okay, he's doing it. No.
But I'm not gonna give it officially. But you're not. All right.
Yeah.
So
well, there is one I do have an interest in, and that's the Washington Wizards at Boston.
Okay.
Big win against the Spurs the other night. John Wall and Bradley Beal. This is just a really good combination.
Yes.
But Bradley Beal, who was in a contract year, all right, had a huge game. He had 25 points with Defensive Player of the Year last year, Kwame Leonard, all over his ass. All right, he buries a 3 with 0.3 seconds left to win the ball game. I like this kid, and he knows this is a contract year. I like this play, and if I'm correct, I don't know what you're looking at there, but it opened up Boston -1, and I think it stayed there.
Right now it's 1.5.
1.5. Okay.
So you like Washington?
I like Washington. I'm taking the 1.5. I think that win against the Spurs has given them some momentum, and they just got some bangers. They got some ballers on that team.
Yeah,
so
they do.
I'm going to make it official. I'm taking the Wizards plus the 1.5 points at Boston.
That was my lead on that game as well. I didn't bet it, but I would agree with your analysis. Washington plus 1.5 is Mike Brenner's official pick for the purposes of our record-keeping video. So we do have one pick from both Mike and I today. All right. Hope we get a winner this time.
We will. I think we will, Pete.
All right.
Have a great day.